everyone, it's Amy from Nailpolish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with another Empties video. I've done literally one a month of these for the last 3 months because I'm going through so much. So I'm going to dig through everything out. This is everything that I wore: beauty, makeup, skincare. We have candles in here as well. There's a lot, so let's get this in some sort of order and whirl through my latest round of beauty empties. Okay, so we're going to start with randoms and then we're going to go into hair care. So the first random item we have is the Nivea Double Effect Quick Dry Deodorant. I love Nivea, it is my favourite brand. I haven't repurchased from Nivea this time for some reason and I miss it already, so Nivea is the brand for me. Hair care, we actually have quite a lot. So of course we have my faithful L'Oreal LV Extraordinary Clay Rebalancing Shampoo. Love, continually repurchase all the time. We then have a large Batiste Divine Dark Dry Shampoo. This is an extra massive one. Batiste is my favourite. I do like the dark brown just because the top of my head is dark brown and it doesn't give me that white cast, so again, would repurchase. I had a hair mask and this is the N4 Lumiere Reconstructing mask. It was just a sachet. I don't know where I got this from. It was just average. I don't really need to find out anymore. It was fine. Another hair mask is the Pantene Privy Miracles Body and Strength with Biotin. Now what I have been doing is, because I've got a build up of so many hair masks, is that I've not been using conditioner. I've just been doing shampoo and then masks, and that's how I've been getting through so many of these. So this was nice. It was a nice large tube. It had a nice little rosy scent to it. It made my hair very soft afterwards, so I would explore this, and Pantene's kind of like a classic brand, isn't it? And the last hair item that we have is the Kristoff Robin Cleansing Purifying Scrub with Sea Salt. This is so expensive if you look this up to see how much a big tub of this is. What I ended up doing, it's really hard to find a purpose for this. That's why I don't really know why people would spend so much money on it. It smells incredible. It smells very salty, very kind of spa, indulgent, lovely. And if you have long hair, it's really hard to kind of massage the scalp without it getting clumped in your hair. So what I actually did for this, when I have my hair is kind of like a balayage type look at the moment, if I had any like hair dye basically on like the very edge peripherals or in my baby hairs, I would then use this to kind of be a like head scrub almost and get it out. So that's how I've used this, but it's very bougie and extravagant and I definitely don't need to repurpose it, but I made it work. I would love to know if any of you have tried this, just because it's just an odd product. 2 body items. The first one is the Primark Body Scrub with Aloe. Yes, chamomile and aloe. I do really like the Primark scrubs. I think that they're not, they're very cost effective. You normally get a lot from them. They're normally kind of like a whipped lotiony type scrub opposed to like a jelly body scrub, if that makes sense. This one was okay. I wouldn't actively repurchase it, but I'm always interested to see what Primark scrubs they have, because I have had pretty good on the whole experience in the past. And then I have an Anatomicals Boob Tube Grab Your Melons body lotion. This is a great brand in general. They do a lot, and it's all sponsored by Copperfield, which is a breast cancer charity in the UK. Grab Your Melons. So I have tried a few of their items before when I've grabbed them. Like, I think I've got the shower gel. I've definitely tried the lotion before. It's really nice smell. More than anything, I really love the ethos behind it, I guess. We then move on to candles and wax melts. I got a 4 set of random candles for my birthday. They were fine. I don't know where they're from. I don't really know much about them, but I burnt them all. And I don't need to find out where they're from. It was fine to burn them, but I have to show you these things because I did use them up. Wax melt. So I don't have that many this month. The first one is the Christmas pudding from Kushtico. I don't really like cakey type scents, but I got like the gift set a couple of years ago with all of them. It was like an advent calendar, so I used it, but no, Christmas pudding's not for me. Another one from that same advent calendar was apple and cinnamon. This was fine. It had more of a cinnamon scent than an apple, and I'm not really a warm smelling person. I don't really like that type of Christmassy scent. So again, that's going to be a no for me for a repurchase. We then have one called After Midnight from them, which is a newer scent, and this is the one that I'm burning right now. I really like this. Is kind of, I don't know, like, I hate using the word masculine now because that's like not really, masculine's like, you can wear whatever you want. There's no such thing as masculine and feminine, but it's kind of like an aftershave type scent, but which I really love, and I always have really loved that kind of sultry, yeah, like gender neutral, androgynous type smell in regards to everything, like perfumes, body washes, all of that. So there's no, that's obviously why I gravitated towards this one, so I would repurchase. I then have one from the G-Man, which is Damson, Plum, Rose and Patchouli. This is really nice. It was probably more the patchouli that I can smell more than anything, and the patchouli smell always reminds me of Las Vegas, and I don't know why. Whenever I went to Las Vegas, there must have been something in this scent in the air, but it just really reminds me of that, so I like that one. I'll link all of these indie brands down below for you for the wax melts as well. The last one that I have is a sample from Smelly Scents of the Jam Roly-Poly. So this is super sweet and red raspberries matched with vanilla, custard and sponge. It was only a sample size, so I don't know if I just needed more of it. It was fine. I was gonna say, but the cakey scents aren't really my thing, but I will link to those three indie scent brands down below. I have one bath product, and this is the Castle in the Clouds Bubble Bath from Lush. My son actually picked this up because it looks like a sand castle, so we used it. The only thing is, it was a bubble bar, but it was very, very hard. The bubble bars normally kind of crumble when you break them or you lose a little bit of force, but this was like I had to smash it to disintegrate it down, so wouldn't repurchase it for that reason. On to the best stuff, which is the skincare and the makeup. So we'll do makeup first because I have a few things that I am just going to throw away. The first one is the Revolution Brow Sculpt Kit in dark brown. I picked this up when I was on my quest to try and find a replacement for my NYX brow powder. I don't like buying from Revolution, but I was desperate, and I used it twice. It was too dark, so dark brown, I would say this is more of a black. My eyebrows are pretty dark, but this was way too dark, so we're going to pass on that, and that's taught me again to stick by, do not buy from Revolution. I have 3 lip items that are just old. The first one is a Revlon Colorstay Matte Balm. We then have the Clinique Chubby Stick, and we have a Tarte Elite Super Tint. So there's just 3 of them in this kind of crayon formula, and I've just had them a really long time, so I feel like they need to go. I have an under eye primer from e.l.f. I did really like this. It kind of feels just like a soft hydrating eye cream, so I would kind of put it under my eyes if I was doing anything super full coverage, because I do find I get dry under my eyes. I would potentially repurchase it, although I feel like I've not seen it since I purchased it, but I did like that. We have a setting spray from Makeup Forever. This is their Mist and Fixed 02. I got this years ago, and I always put it off saving it for a special occasion, which I don't really know what that was. I did really like this, but I don't know if it was any better than kind of the e.l.f. ones. It was just good, but maybe not worth the money if you were going to repurchase this in the big version. I think the e.l.f. one is just as good. One mascara, this is the Man Eater by Tarte. I really love all of the Tarte mascaras. I don't think I've ever used one that I've not liked. This is a really like plasticky short little brush there, which I adore. Yeah, Tarte mascaras are the one. Then I have an interesting item here, and this is from Colourpop, and this is their Cream Soda Pressed Powder Palette. So, no, I haven't used 3 out of the 4 shades up. This was just so finely pressed, which was great for application. It was very buttery, soft, applied really nicely, picked up on the brush beautifully, and it was kind of a champagne colour cream and a brown. So I would just do cream on the lid, brown in the crease, and then put like one of the top 2 colours then on like the inner corner. Beautiful, but they just disintegrated into nothing. When I would close the packaging, they would shatter and break, and after a while I would just keep pressing them and pressing them down with my fingers and trying to repress them, and I just realised that I shouldn't have to be doing that. Overall the shadow was lovely. I don't know basically is what I'm saying. To me, when you just do that, shouldn't be enough to break an eyeshadow, but I did really love the colour story and the ease of using it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, or if anyone's tried anything like this from Colourpop, because I'm just confused. On to what has become my favourite part of these videos, which is the skincare. We have one face halo pad. This is just really, really rough, where I've washed it so many times. These are great items. If you don't have a face halo, please do, because they are amazing. We have 2 kind of sheet mask items. The first one is the Beauty Pro Thermotherapy Warming Gold Foil Mask. This didn't heat at all. There was no heat to this at all. I don't buy sheet masks. These are ones that I kind of get in glossy boxes and things, so didn't like, and I wouldn't repurchase. We then have the Vita masks, a lip mask, plump and repair. I really did like this. I feel like my lips do get kind of dry and they are quite small, so anything that I can kind of do to plump and lift I do really like. So this was interesting to me. I would love something that was not so uneco-friendly. I don't know if there's any particular oil. Yes, we do have two. So we have the Checks and Balances by Origins Frothy Face Wash. I love this. It's a great product. I don't really use it as a cleanse. I would use it more in the bath just to wash my face. It doesn't really remove makeup that well, which is maybe why I possibly wouldn't repurchase it in the future. But I'm always happy to try this. It's an icon for a good reason. I then picked up some like testers from Glow Recipe. So this one is the Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. I initially, on my first 2 uses, was obsessed, and as I got further down the line, I started to dislike it more. It takes a lot of pumps for me. I would need 4 or 5 pumps to go over my whole face. I found my face was quite dry after this. This is probably because it does foam, so it's going to be a no from me, but I did really like the scent and the packaging. I have a fail, and this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Awakening Eye Cream. This burnt my eyes. I used it twice. It burnt my under eyes, so that was going to be a no-no. Although I do really love the Hydro Boost range, so I don't know why the eye cream is just rubbish. Between me and my husband, we used up a tea tree skin clearing lotion from the Body Shop. I personally use this if I had any red and like nasty spots or that was sore. Tea tree is really great for that. We do have an alternative that we did repurchase, so this is just an item just for men and women, everyone can use this one. It's a good one. I have a Mario Badusca facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. Again, this was just fine for the price point. If I was to repurchase it, I don't know if it'd be worth paying any more money than what I would do for my, like, say, Lush ones that I do really enjoy. But it was a good experience to try it, and I would recommend it to people that have the money to buy Mario Badusca because it does get expensive. I have a serum from Fourth Ray, which is the Colourpop skincare range, and this is their Papaya Face Milk. It was nice and soothing. It didn't really add too much moisture to the skin. It's kind of unoffensive in a way. It doesn't do a huge amount. It's a nice cooling item to apply. I don't think it's going to not gel with anybody's skin tone, but I don't really know what the benefits were. It was a step that I enjoyed doing, but I'm not sure what payoff I got from it. I then have an Ordinary Retinol 0.2% emulsion. I love the Ordinary. I think their products are really great at kind of explaining to people who don't know a lot about skincare what benefits you're going to get. I have repurchased this already, but I've gone to the 0.5% because you're meant to slowly start at the bottom with retinol and work your way up. So after using the 0.2 for about a year, 18 months now, I decided to make the leap to 0.5. I then have a small one of the Lineage Water Bank Hydrating Gel. Look, a little tiny baby, so cute. I do really love the Lineage products. I think they've kind of got a bit of a hype for being the product to use when it comes to water hydrating. If I compare it to the Neutrogena Hydro Gel Boost, I do think the Lineage ones are better. Cat is back. I do think that the Lineage ones are better than the Neutrogena ones, but whether it's worth the money or not, they're not that much difference. I like Lineage, I've liked them for a long time. I then have the Neutrogena Hydro Boost itself. So this is what I've used up, and this is the water gel, which is kind of their equivalent of the Lineage. I did like this. It is nice and hydrating, very water-based. Again, similar to some of the other products, I don't think this is going to offend anyone's skin. This is only going to add and be quite a nice, simple item to use, especially if you're someone that doesn't like skincare a lot. Are there more hydrating things out there on the market? Yes, but I think this is a great way to get into skincare, and I would repurchase it. The last item is a bit of a random one, and this is the Forever Forgotten Aftercare, and this is a tattoo balm. I did have a tattoo done on my foot in July, and then I had it touched up in October, and this tattoo cream is actually worth the hype. I before would always just use the Pantene on my tattoos to heal them, but actually using some sort of designated balm. It contains a lot of coconut oils and butters and hydrations, and I went through this whole tub. I'll put up a size like my tattoo so you can see like a size comparison, but yeah, if you're any tattoo people out there, I would recommend buying a tattoo specific healing balm for any tattoos you may have in the future. And that is another round of empties over. As I said, I've been kind of blitzing through everything. I love trying out minis, and I think it's probably why I go through these kind of videos so quickly. But let me know if you've liked any of these items down below in the comments, and I probably will see you next month with another empties.